What's going on, everybody? I'm Memphis, and this is Memphis Productions, and we're going to be finishing up the skill saw. I have taken the skill saw off in a previous video. We'll start at 2, and then I ran into a problem with some screws, and so I had to kind of jerry-rig them off. Anyways, I got them off, and so now we're going to tune to the table. We're going to start cutting in the deal here. Okay, so basically, the way this is going to work, because I'm lazy, I have the new board here, old board here with the cutout from that. I'm just going to slap that down, right? And then, we're looking to here we go. Just going to make a more line where it starts, when it finishes. Just a general idea. Okay. And why did it do that? Sorry about that. Once again, working with a phone. Alright. So, oops, the third line. Marking out the spot where I want to cut for the blade to go into. And I'm going to use, I had a bit. Okay. Over to here. Skill saw, or my jigsaw, to cut out the square. It won't fit. Well, if it doesn't fit, just jam it in, sure. Basic cut. I don't care if it's pretty. Like I said, this is going to be high density polyethylene later on. The reason why I want to use high density polyethylene is that the wood will not warp, bend. It's very easy to clean, and any shavings from the wood will contaminate the high density polyethylene. I don't want that later on, so yes. I'm going to get the skill saw here. And I'm just using this cheapo. I think I got it for like 30 bucks, Craftsman. And I'm just gonna, I know you're not supposed to do this, but yeah, the little safety guard. Just pull that back, drop it right in there. And the safety guard does all that work for you. It pulls it back so you don't have to worry about the safety guard. Now the only problem that I see later on is the plunge ability for this thing to be able to you know, adjust the height of the skill, going up or down. Okay, and so that this thing will have to be tied down later on. We're just going to use a string and jerry-rig it to something so that the guard stays down. Because I don't want to take it off, because I do like to use this for a skill saw, but I couldn't use it as a skill saw because I didn't have the proper screw bit. But now that I ripped it off, it'll work just fine. So now I'm just trying to get this thing relatively straight on here, see what play it has. probably gonna make that hole bigger, honestly. I can always fix it in the HDPE version. But for now, I'm gonna open this hole up because I don't like it being that small. I don't want the blade rubbing up against it. So I made a nice big old hole. That should be plenty enough for the blade to get in there and not have to rub up against anything, which is what I did not want. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get a string to tie down this guard because that's bugging me really bad. I'm probably going to use some tie wire. So I have some really small tie wire here. Just the basic cheapo stuff. It's actually for jewelry making. And you fell again. I really gotta find a way to do this better. But maybe if I put you back here. There we go. Okay. I swear it's like if I'm not looking, you guys like to just droop down. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some tie wire. That off. And I'm just going to tie this piece down right here. So just going to tie this through a little hole that I previously made through that guard. Just kind of strap it to the bottom of this. Now my problem is that if I do this, will it be able to go up and down? Nope. I have to tie it on to something different. I think I used a rubber band before, and then of course over time the rubber band snapped. So a lot of good that did me. If I tie it around the front, you know, because this is safe. Oh, there's a hole. Yay. I like that. Alright, so if we do this. Grab my pliers. So, the only reason why I like working with wood is I can get a basic rough estimate of what I'm going to do with high density polyethylene before I start working the high density polyethylene. The downside to it is that it's harder to find wood than it is to find milk jugs that are laying around. I know everybody and their mother's got a milk jug. And wood just for me is not hard to come by. I mean, not easy. Anyway, so, yeah. I can go ahead and flip this picture. Make it easier for you guys to see. There we go. So I'm just going to line it up the best I can. Doesn't really have to be too perfect, because I'll make my fence for this in accordance to this thing. And I need screws. Screws that I found from an old construction site. They had left, so I got a couple of these. Boxed them up. And there you have it. Okay, so now I need to drill it. Why do I never have anything that I actually need? Yeah, okay, so I don't have the bit that I need. And here. Flat. Why is everything that I have a flathead screwdriver? I swear. Well, if I had some flathead screws, but no, everything has to be a flathead screwdriver and Phillips screws. So, anyways, I think I will come back when I have that. So, yeah, pretty much that's going to be that. I can go up and down with the lock here, perfectly fine. And that'll stay up once it's all nailed down, and lock that in place. And what that's going to do Same thing, the blade's going to protrude. I can put out how much I want, and that's going to go through the other piece. Now, I can go ahead and start with the second part, since I want to put it all in the same video and make these a little bit longer, because I never have the tools that I need. Alright, so for the next part, I have wood here. Just plywood. Now this piece is going to be the tabletop. Yes, I could use this from the beginning, but I didn't feel like routing out all the stupid things, and because that would just be ridiculous, in my opinion. So I need to use this. I'm going to get the measurements to the tabletop of the workbench that I'm going to be using, and this is going to be the new top. So I'll get back to you guys when I have all that set up and make the next video.